Hi, I'm Megan with Kingdom Magic Vacations, a part of the Muscle of Travel group. Today, I'm going to share with you my personal experience riding the Disney Skyliner gondola system. This is Disney's brand new transportation system that just debuted back in September, and it is now fully operational at Walt Disney World, and I am so excited about it. I just got to ride it myself on my most recent trip to Disney last month, and I am absolutely in love with the Skyliner. I have so many things I'm excited to talk to you about and just really explain more of what the system is and what it's great for, who might be the ideal person on their Disney vacation looking to use this system. It really can add a whole nother layer to your vacation, just the convenience factor about it and also the fun about it. It really is such a great time. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it here. I'm gonna start off by saying that I have been excited about the Disney Skyliner since day one, since it was first announced at D23. I think it was announced at the D23 in either 2017 or 2015, one of those years it was announced. So this has been a long time coming, and I've loved seeing over the years the different concept art pieces that Disney would release about the Skyliner. We got those great renderings a little while back that had all the different character wraps that would be on some of the gondolas on the outside of them, and all of those little details really had me excited for when the Skyliner was going to become a thing. It was all building this anticipation for the Skyliner. And also on my trips to Disney, I would love seeing the progress of, I remember back when they first were kind of clearing ground for it in certain areas, and then all of a sudden we started seeing the connecting poles would go up for what would be the connecting points on the Skyliner line. And that was like a big deal when those went up, and we had more of a idea of where on property the Skyliner would be running and everything. And then when we finally saw the cable went on, and then one day when the gondolas appeared, it was really cool seeing, over the course of time, as I would travel to Disney, getting to see the different stages the construction was at. That was really very neat to see, and all of it, like I said, was just building, this anticipation, this great buildup of how excited I was getting to finally one day ride the Skyliner. So all that being said, I knew I was gonna love this. I knew it was gonna be so fun. It was going to be, a new piece of property that I'd never seen before, getting to ride, get this bird's eye view up in the Skyliner buckets. So I couldn't wait for this. But all that being said, this blew me away. Like, I knew I was going to love it. I went into it with such high expectations, and it even went above my highest expectations. That is how much I love the Disney Skyliner. I actually had to buy the Christmas ornament of the Skyliner gondola to commemorate this trip, because this trip that I just came back from, the big highlight for me was the Skyliner. It was just incredible, and I'll get into more about why I love it in a moment here, but I just wanted to open with saying that this really, it blew me away. I am such a big fan of the Skyliner. I knew I was gonna love it, but it topped every expectation that I had. I really am so impressed with everything related to the Skyliner, and I just wanted to keep growing and expanding, and that's something else that I'll get to. Okay, so now let me touch upon what is the Skyliner. So the Skyliner is a gondola system like you'll see at many ski resorts or different just resorts around the world. Different tourist destinations have these gondola buckets. And this is used as a mode of transportation. So it's the newest addition in the Walt Disney World transportation fleet, coming alongside, the buses, the boats, the monorails, the ferry boats, all the great other transportation that Disney already has in place throughout the property to make it easy for guests to transport around the resort and access everywhere that they might want to go. So the gondola system, the Skyliner, is the newest addition to the Disney transportation fleet. So guests are able to use the Skyliner to get to various places on Walt Disney World property. Mainly, this line connects Epcot and Hollywood Studios through a central hub, which I will talk a little bit more about. But Epcot and Hollywood Studios, if you're wanting to park hop between these two parks, this line is now perfect for that. This is going to be, in my opinion, your quickest transportation option to get from Epcot and Hollywood Studios and vice versa. Also, there are currently 4 Walt Disney World Resort hotels that have Skyliner gondola stations. So if you're staying at any of those resorts, this is a great means for transportation to get to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios. You can just hop on the resort line, get the connecting flight wherever you would need to go, and boom, you're right there at Epcot or Hollywood Studios. It makes it so convenient. You don't have to deal with the buses or any type of other mode of transportation. You can just get on this fun and easy mode of transportation. I love that. So now that I've given you the background of what the Skyliner is, I'm gonna now talk to you about how it operates, because this was something that, you know, I had seen the concept art for, like I said, prior to me riding it, and I'd seen the map of where all the stations would be, but still I know personally myself, I was confused as to where the Skyliner would be operating. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to function, if there was going to be a direct flyover from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, or if there was a transfer station involved, and when you were going back to certain resorts, like would you have like different lines from each station, or just how would that work? Like how would the whole thing come together? I really was very curious about that, and I didn't really fully understand it until I experienced it myself, and I really was happy with that because it was neat going there my first day, getting to ride it, and just really, I hopped on the first station I took the Skyliner from was the Epcot International Gateway station, and I just went ahead and just experienced it and rode all the different lines, and I fully got that full picture of how this operates, how it functions, and now I get to share that with you so that you can go into your Disney trip and understand how the system works, where you should plan to go, all that good stuff. So basically the gist of it, and I'll show the map here, but everything centrally connects through the station that's at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Caribbean Beach Resort is kind of like Grand Central Station, if you will, as it's like the main hub of the Skyliner. So likely you will, no matter where you're traveling to, you'll end up at Caribbean Beach at some point as your transfer station. So for example, if you wanted to go from, let's say, Epcot International Gateway over to Hollywood Studios, what you would do, get on at Epcot, you're gonna fly over, do your little turn station, which you don't get off there, it's just a little turn. You go over top of the highway. You're gonna come in at Disney's Riviera Resort, which is a brand new resort opening next month in December. You can either get off there at the Riviera station if that's your stop, or if you're continuing on to Caribbean Beach, it's seriously on the same property. So it's just a real quick flyover, just like you go kind of up and back down, really quick and simple, over to Caribbean Beach, which serves as that kind of main hub station. So what you would do is get off at Caribbean Beach, go right over to, you'll see the signage. They have really, the direction with this is super simple. They have a lot of signs up, so it's very easy and straightforward that you know where you're going, where you have to transfer to. You go over to the Hollywood Studios line, get on the gondola, and it's a direct flight right from there straight over into Hollywood Studios station. Very simple. It takes you right to the front entrance of the park. I absolutely love that. So let me talk a little bit more about that Caribbean Beach station. Like I said, that is the heart and soul of the gondola station. There you will find 3 different lines that run, and that is all of the lines that they have. They all direct from Caribbean Beach. So there's the Epcot line, which is the one that I just talked about, and that will connect you over to Disney's Riviera Resort and then on over to Epcot. So you just make a quick little stop. You can get on or off at the Riviera stop and then just continue right on over to Epcot. So that's that line that you would get on from there at Caribbean Beach. Then they have the Hollywood Studios line, and you can get on there and go directly to Hollywood Studios. Very simple, no stops along the way, just a direct flight to Hollywood Studios. Back at Caribbean Beach again, once again, the 3rd station now at the Caribbean Beach gondola station is the line that goes over to Art of Animation and Pop Century. It's only one stop. They do share a station because if you've ever been and stayed over at Pop Century or Art of Animation, you will know that they are super close together. They are connected by something called Hourglass Lake. So it's really neat. The gondola station here is actually the only floating Skyliner station. They give you that little fun fact in the spiel that plays while you're actually riding the Skyliner. It's a floating gondola station, and you will land there and you're literally on the bridge in the middle of Hourglass Lake, and you can either go to the right side, which will take you over to Art Animation, or you would go to your left and you're at Pop Century. So very simple. So that station shares a kind of hub for both its Art Animation and Pop Century. So that is the basic gist of how everything works. Everything is connected through that Caribbean Beach station, and all the flights are very, very quick. I would say that the longest flight that you would have is the one that goes from Caribbean Beach over to Epcot. That one's maybe like a 7 to 10 minute flight about. All the others are less than 5 minutes. So very fast mode of transportation. And so even if you're looking to go from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, even though there's a transfer, it is so quick. And in my experience, there was hardly any line, and it's continually moving because there's always gondolas that are constantly loading. So even if there is a small line there, it moves extremely fast. This system is very, very efficient. And I just really love that about it, that it's very simple, very quick. So I would definitely say if you're looking to go from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, or vice versa, Hollywood Studios to Epcot, this line is going to be your fastest route, in my opinion. You don't have to deal with waiting for the boats. And the thing about the boats that go between Epcot and Hollywood Studios is they're gonna stop at all of the Epcot resort areas. They're gonna make 3 stops before they get you over to Hollywood Studios, or vice versa over to Epcot. They're going to stop at the Boardwalk, the Yacht and Beach Club, and Disney's Swan and Dolphin Resort. So those are 3 stops, and that's all time that you have to wait at each one of those locations, which is fine, and it's very nice. I like the boat ride, it's very peaceful. You can also walk over to Hollywood Studios, but that is a long walk, and we all know in Disney you're already doing so much walking as is. It would probably be about a half hour to 40-minute walk if you wanted to do it. I've done it before. If you have the energy in you, it really is a very scenic walk, but it's probably not the smartest idea on a hot Florida day when, like I said, you're already walking in the park. So I really am a big fan of the gondola. I would say, even though you do have that stopover, it is so quick. You hop right off, get right in line, and like I said, the line is constantly moving. And that trek, once you're at Caribbean Beach there, that trek that goes from Caribbean Beach to Hollywood Studios, it's seriously, you're not even up in the air for 5 minutes. It is so quick. Okay, so now why I love the Skyliner, if you can't tell already, I love the convenience factor. It does get you places so quickly. You can go, like I said, within minutes from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. So it makes park hopping very easy and convenient. And those are 2 of my favorite parks. So I just love that about it. And not only that, but everything about the Skyliner experience, like when you're actually riding in the Skyliner, is just amazing. I love the views that you get, the bird's eye view as you're up in the sky over Disney property, and you're seeing different vistas that you've never seen before. That's what I really love about this. I've always said that my favorite Magic Kingdom attraction over at Magic Kingdom is the People Mover, for that just aspect of, you get to just sit down and you get those really gorgeous views, just sit back, look at the park, and that's what riding the Skyliner is like. You just get to sit back for a moment and take in these beautiful, beautiful sights. Probably my favorite view on the Skyliner is when you're coming in, or either leaving from Epcot or coming back into Epcot, and you get to just see these views of World Showcase. And currently you can see a lot of kind of backstage, behind the scenes look at the construction that they're doing for Ratatouille, the new ride coming this summer to Epcot. I'm really excited for that. So you can see the progress of how all that's coming along back there in the France Pavilion. That's really a neat view. I also love on that same line, once you do the turn station and you're heading over into Disney's Riviera Resort, like I said, that's the one that you go through before you would continue over to Caribbean Beach. When you're on that trek there, right before you go down into Riviera, you're kind of over top of the highway, you look over to your left-hand side and you can see like the skyline of all of World Showcase. You see the backs of all of the different pavilions there in World Showcase. It is so cool. I've seen some video footage of riding it at night, like as Epcot Forever, the current fireworks show, is playing, and you can just like see it so perfectly. I really love that view and that vista that you get. As a Disney lover, I just anytime there's something new in the parks, I get super excited. And this is just one of those things that getting to see these different views of property that I've never seen before. I'm so happy that this is here, and this makes me so super excited for the future. Like I said, I was going to talk about this. It's already, I've heard rumors, nothing official confirmed by Disney yet, but there are a lot of rumors out there swirling that they would expand the Skyliner, and that would make so much sense. I could really see this, you know, opening up to having other additional lines and being able to go more places on property, to more parks, to more hotels. It really adds a great option, and I'm now itching to already book a trip staying at one of the Skyliner resorts, because think about that, to have at your resort when you want to go to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios, you can, instead of having to rely on the buses, you can have the Skyliner as a mode of transportation. Now, I don't even like calling it a mode of transportation, because it's truly a ride. The Skyliner is an attraction in and of itself. You don't, you know, mind that journey. It's like the journey is part of the destination type thing. You're getting to experience this great attraction while you're going to your next destination. So I just love that about this experience. So I hope that this made a little bit more sense to you of how the Skyliner works, what it all entails. So everything, like I said, is you can refer to the map and plan out what your stops are gonna be. Everything goes through that Caribbean Beach station there. If you're staying at Caribbean Beach, then you really are in the heart of it all with the Skyliner. You can just get right on and go to whichever stop you're looking to go to. If you're staying, like let's say for example, if you were staying at Art of Animation, then you would get on at the Art Animation Station. You're gonna have to first go to Caribbean Beach, which is seriously like a 3-minute flight. It's so quick. Get off there, and then you have your pick of all the different lines of where you wanna go. So it's super convenient, very simple, and like I said, Disney has wonderful sense of direction with all this. They've made it very easy, very user-friendly to navigate your way around this new system, which is very nice. Let me know if you've experienced the Skyliner yet. I, like I said, am just already so in love with it. I can't wait to get back to Disney on my next trip and get to experience it again, because it really was just such a highlight from my most recent trip. Be sure to contact your Kingdom Magic Vacations travel planner today so that you can book your next Walt Disney World vacation and get to go experience all the new and great things they have there, such as the brand new Skyliner system. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon in our next video.